Hi guys, it's Tina back with another review-ish type thing. It's not really going to be a review because I only wore these pads for about 10-20 minutes. I've contemplated making this video. I really have, but I'm so curious, and I know at least 6 of you that I can remember have asked me to do this because you saw my look-see. First, I have to say, Kelly from Pickle Pads is a great person. The contact I've had with her was wonderful, and she seemed like she wanted to help me very badly. She heard about the video, my look-see video, and my concerns with these pads, and she said, let me fix it. It's been quite a while. I don't know exactly how long, but she said she was going to send me some more pads. She has not. So, but I haven't contacted her either. So, but I'm doing this because I want to see, I'm going to cut them open. I'm just going to cut them open. I want to see what happened. And I'm not doing this to shame her. I'm not doing this to say don't buy from her. I'm doing this to kind of see what can happen inside of a pad. And if she watches it, she can see what happened. And maybe if it was a sewing issue or a shipping issue, she can address that and take care of it. I'm not bashing her. I appreciate handmade. If you have a skill and you are willing to do it, I want you to do it. I'm not saying I will never buy from her again. That's not what I'm saying here, okay? I'm not bashing her. I'm simply sharing what may have happened with these pads. Where are my scissors? I know I have them. Okay, so these were about 12 inches. About 12 inches. And this one was supposed to be 13 or 14. I was kind of upset. I ordered for the camo, and I can't wear it. I'm a camo country loving girl, okay? I'm not quite redneck. I think real rednecks would be upset if I called myself one, so I'm not going to, but I would love to be. I know that sounds stupid, but I love the simplistic lifestyle, okay? All this fancy smancy, keeping up with the Joneses is not what I'm about. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I'm so sorry. Get to know me, people. Get to know me. Okay. I don't want to cut them up, but I know I can't wear them, so I'm going to have to. I mean, I don't have to cut them up, but I want to know what's going on. Are you ready? I'm going to start with the wing. I love these wings, too. They're just so cute. I'm sorry, Kelly. I hope you watch this and we learn together. I'm going to learn from you today. What on earth? I'm going to learn. We're all going to learn today. I'm not quite sure what this is. Let us cut off this wing. It looks like a towel. I'm trying not to cut the stitching because I want to see if that's what happened. And I'm doing everything live, so you know I'm not changing anything. I'm not going to cut away. This is going to be a really long video. Pause it, go get a drink, as my friend Jennifer likes to say. And, yeah, I want you guys to see everything because I don't want it, oh, she did this to it. And we're going to learn together. The first thing I noticed is she's got a lot of excess. Let's get access to the pad and talk about the excess fabric. Don't you love the English language? I do too. Okay, so Kelly, the first thing I notice is that you have a lot of, perhaps you could cut closer when you're trimming it after you construct the pad before you turn it. That might help a little bit. I don't know the situation or why you cut that way, but if you can, that would help a little bit. I'm not an expert. I'm just saying that right now. We're going to cut open the other one too to see if it's a total issue like that. And it looks like she uses like a toweling. She used 2 layers, it looks like. 3 maybe? Nope, 3. Oh, I suppose I ought to show you what I'm doing. 3 layers. But it wasn't, I can tell you, when she sewed it on, it wasn't laying flat. That's where that bunching came from. So, unfortunately, I wish I could say it was a shipping issue. Because I hate putting other people down. She worked hard on this. I know she did. I know what it's like to put a pad together, and I appreciate you doing it. I do. Unfortunately, because of all these bumps and bunching, it was uncomfortable for me. So, just make sure that all the layers are flat when you're sewing it. And that will help tremendously. I didn't know it was made with toweling. I believe this is called terry. Baby loop terry or loop terry or something. And it's totally acceptable. I'm not saying it's not. But let's cut this one open and see if this one's made that way too. You know, and it's kind of my fault. I didn't ask what it was constructed of or anything like that. But maybe she doesn't have Zorb available to her in England, you know. Well, I'm sure it's available to her, but the shipping is probably astronomical. So, I've only ever made it with flannel and Zorb. So, that's what I prefer. Only because that's what I know. Okay? Now, let's see if that's the issue again. This one is really bunchy too. I was hoping it was a shipping issue. Kelly, I'm so sorry. But, we're going to learn. Right? Right. Here we go, here we go. Like I said, I'm trying not to cut the stitching because I want to see how it was stitched to the topper to see if, again, she maybe needed to lay it flat. And I'm not, it's going to be an extremely long video. I'm not going to edit it. Okay. Yep, I'm going to have to cut the top off because I think this one looks flat. But I feel the bunching in there. So I'm going to have to cut the topper. Well, that is weird. I'm going to cut the topper on the other one too. She's got another... This feels like... Okay, this would be the top. This feels like a repellent layer. A silky-ish layer. What is that, Kelly? And maybe you know something I don't. Why is it on the top? It would seem to me that this would repel my flow away. So I'm not sure why you put the... I don't even know what that is. But it feels like a repellent. Let's cut some more. There's a couple layers of it. I wish I knew what this fabric... It feels like a parachute. Okay, so there's one layer of it. This is a second layer of it. There's that toweling again. Underneath. Oh my. Okay, I found the issue. Maybe she does it backwards. Maybe I would have worn it wrong. Maybe, I don't know. Yep, okay. So that was the issue with this one too. When you... She still has a company, and I see people order from her, so this is not an issue for everybody, okay? But in these pads, she sewed it without it being flat, which causes that bunching. And to me, it's uncomfortable. May not be that way to everybody. Do you see all that bunching? And that's... Ooh, she missed it. Maybe that's why it bunched up. She totally missed it. Or maybe she didn't, it just came undone. But a couple of layers of that. Oh, 3 layers. She missed it again. So now I'm positive that's why it bunched. Maybe it was flat and she just missed it when she was stitching it on. No, it wasn't flat, because then it would have been bunching here. So yes, make sure that it's laying flat. I'm going to say it again because now I know that's the problem. Make sure it's totally flat when you're sewing it, and that you catch all those layers. That's extremely important. Otherwise it does bunch, and that's, to me, unacceptable. But it's living and learning, and I'm sure many, many, many people enjoy her pads. I cannot express enough to you how much I appreciate that you made it, and you made it for me. I appreciate that, and I'm not saying don't ever make another pad. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're not willing to learn or take criticism, or this is everybody, not just this person. If you are not willing to take constructive criticism, I'm sorry I did it publicly, but we're not next door neighbors, honey. I don't mean to embarrass you at all, but this is helping people learn, okay? Everybody who makes pads, who's learning how to make pads, if this bunching is an issue for you, that could be why. Make sure you're catching all the layers and that all the layers are flat when you're sewing it together. So that is what happened with these pads. And if Kelly fixed, and if she fixed those issues, I would buy from her again. She was a nice person, you know. If she could fix those issues, I would buy from her again. So I'm more like a 3 strikes you're out person. I'll give you chances. I'll even help you. I'll answer any question you have about how to do anything if I know the answer. I'm by no means a know-it-all, but I do know that these didn't work for me. So I wanted to look and see why. And I sound like a pompous witch. I'm not, I promise. I was hoping to use this as a learning experience, and I hope that's how you took it. Thank you, everybody, for joining me, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.